So Tracy and Vered would have created this itinerary together. And Tom, Dick, and Harry aren't going to be on your tour with you unless Tom, Dick, and Harry are part of your group, okay? So that's what makes it a little bit special. What we pride ourselves in is customer service. So heaven forbid something happens when you're down under and you need to get home or whatever the reason is, we do have 24/7 customer care, okay? And I think that's really, really important. Yes, Tracy.
We do have a couple of people who are trying to get in. I have
Oh,
Kathy
we
I
Dempsey trying to
admitted.
get in,
Kathy's here. Yeah,
Steve
Kathy's
Kathy's
Wright,
here.
here.
Steve's
and
Steve,
just
I just
arriving.
admitted him. Yeah, here
Steve
we
Wright,
go.
and Erin Flood is trying to get in too.
She hasn't come in just yet, but we'll let her in as soon as she comes up, Tracy.
Okay,
Yeah,
Steve Wright says says
he's here.
connecting but not in.
No, Steve's here. Well, we can see him on the screen anyway. We can see
Yeah.
his.
Okay.
Perfect. So yes, Kathy, nice to meet you. Steve, nice to meet you. So everything, yeah, everything that we're doing is private, tailor-made, and customized. Okay. So it's your own private group, and what's really nice about that is if you need to change something, or Tracy says, do you know what, we want to pull over here and get these gorgeous pictures of these kangaroos roaming around the place, or koala bears, or anything else, you can do that within reason, unless you've got an appointment at your next place and you have to be there. There's that flexibility that you don't get with the larger motor coach sort of set itinerary tours. So as Tracy mentioned, we're going to just talk about New Zealand tonight, just because this is a 22-day trip. So it is that.
Oops. Unmute.
Barry,
1 second.
you got
Yeah.
sick of
No, I'm
listening
trying
to me already,
No,
Barry, that
no,
you're
I'm sorry.
muting me. It's
I'm
early on
trying.
in the conversation.
I hear echo, so I'm trying to see what to. Okay.
No problem. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be handing over to Vered shortly. Anyway, I said she's the person who's in charge of the itinerary. I'm going to share my screen now, if you don't mind. And if you do have any questions, just pop it in the chat. Put your hand up. We don't mind. We're a very small group tonight, so we're here to answer any of your questions. So just to let you know, this is a 22-day trip altogether, and it is from September of this year. It's hard to believe it's 2026 already. So you'll be going throughout New Zealand and Australia. So I'm going to talk about some of the nitty gritty stuff, which is requirements. So I'm assuming everybody's US passport holders. If you're not, you can let me know. And yeah, we can tell you if there's other requirements for other passports. But the US is part of a visa waiver program with Australia and New Zealand. Okay. So what that means is you get an ETA, which is an electronic travel authority. So what you need to do is you go in, you just submit your passport details. You pay a nominal fee, which is, I think it's 22 New Zealand dollars and something similar for Australia as well. And what that happens is you then get approval to say that you can travel to both countries. You don't have to send off your passports or anything like that. It's a very, very easy process. And it's you can stay up to 90 days in both countries. They do say apply at least 72 hours prior to departure. My advice to you is apply longer than that. Okay, I'm an Irish citizen and I travel to the US all the time. I have to get a very similar thing, which is called an ESTA, and sometimes it's pending for whatever reason. You do not want the stress of a pending ETA when you're traveling this far, okay? So just once you're booked in the trip and you're confirmed, get it done. That would be my advice. You're traveling in September, so weather-wise, remember going down under, it's opposite seasons to North America, so you'll be traveling in early spring. Beautiful time for New Zealand, especially listen, New Zealand is famous for all the little dancing lambs and everything. So you're really starting to see the lambs coming out. Weather-wise, it's not going to be Cancun weather. Okay, it's not going to be Cancun weather, but it'll be between 45 to 60 Fahrenheit. It's a bit like my homeland. If anyone's been to Ireland, it's similar temperature. You can get rain, so do certainly pack some rain gear. But glorious sunshine will come out as well. In Australia, it's actually a little bit warmer in Australia as well. But again, you don't need to pack two suitcases. One suitcase will be enough. And just bring layers with you. The sun in Australia is certainly stronger, and you'll see a tip there. make sure you bring sun protection, even though it is early spring, late winter. Do bring sun protection with you. This is just your journey at a glance, okay? As I said, we're going to focus on the New Zealand side today, but you're going to be starting in New Zealand, and from days 1 to 7, you're really focusing on the North Island highlights. And then you're going to go and do the South Island tour. So that'll be days 8 to 14. You'll see all of the fjords, the alpine scenery, and then you're going to fly to Australia, and then you're going to start your Australian adventure after that. So I'm going to hand you over to Miss Vered now, who's going to really talk you through the itinerary. And I can move the slides, Vered, as I go along, okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, everybody. I'm Vered. I'm working for Galway Travel for that's the 12th year now, and I've been selling New Zealand since then. It's definitely one of my favorite destinations. And other than that, our supplier in destination is a partner with Galway Travel, and I can tell you that in my experience, when I need them emergency in 24 hours, and I just know like this has just happened in the last few days, they are there for us to help. So you are in good hands, and this is one of my prides of selling it and sending my groups. Sorry, Erin is here. I'm just letting. Okay, perfect.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
No worries. Yeah, so this is so I'm very confident with this. They're also creating this itinerary that will fit. It's not so hard. It's not physically hard to do, and it's pretty leisurely, and you will get to enjoy the city and the nature and the culture of the country in depth, because you guys gonna experience both islands and the highlights of each one. So when you arrive in Auckland, you will fly on the 31st of August, and with the time change, you will arrive on September 2nd. It's like you're losing 2 days, but you're actually not really losing it. Because on the end of the trip, you're gonna come back home at the same day you come back home. On arrival, because it's a private group, we prefer, of course, that all of you will kind of be arriving at the same time to the airport, because we have one transfer included. But if you are arriving at different times, we will organize for you a separate transfer. Of course, it's with additional cost, but we can take care of that as well. You will be greeted by our local supplier. They will transfer you to your hotel. If the rooms are not ready yet for check-in, you will be able to store your bags and go for a quick breakfast or lunch and come back and enjoy and check in and enjoy the rest of the day. I think you have yeah, you do have a welcome dinner. Usually it's the Sky City Auckland. Usually it's really great experience. You will have three-course dinner. It's the Sky Tower that have the view of the whole city, and see it in the evening is just spectacular. And delicious dinner. So you will stay only one night in Auckland because we are busy and we want to see as much as we can. So we will go on the 3rd of September from Auckland. We will do some tours there. They're just going to take you a little bit around the city and then start our way to Waitomo Caves. It's the Glowworm Caves. It's pretty leisurely, nothing to be worried about. It's not claustrophobic at all. You're going to be there with a boat and a guide, and that's a really, really neat experience. And then from there, we continue to the Hobbiton. That's where the movie set of the Hobbit. Very cute, very fun experience. You can just take some pictures, look like you're in a movie. Day 4. Okay, so in Rotorua, and then from there we're going to drive to Rotorua. I'm just going to give you a quick idea of from Auckland. It's going to take about 2.5 hours to drive to Waitomo. You will have the excursion there, some time for lunch on your own, and then continue to the next, and then it's about an hour and a half drive, and then back from Matamata, which is the Hobbiton, it's about an hour to Rotorua. So it is a long day, so just be prepared for that. Then when you arrive into Rotorua, you will have 2 nights there, and then we're going to start our 4th day, September 4. What is Australia? Okay. This how somehow Australia is in the presentation here, but Maybe you can go to the next slide. Okay, good.
Sort of spoken.
Next.
And I
It's
think
okay,
the
yeah.
highlight also just to mention as well, all of the accommodation that you're booked into are all 4-star plus properties,
Hmm.
okay? So we again, we're all about customer service. So the last thing you want to do when you arrive so far away from home is question your accommodation. All of the hotels are absolutely fantastic, and breakfast will be included daily as well. And the breakfast will have everything you could possibly want. With regards to a North American breakfast, they'll have all the pancakes and crepes and eggs Benedict and all that good stuff. So you certainly won't go hungry at all, okay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good picture. Wow.
This
Yeah.
is the Glowworm
Wow.
Caves. It's absolutely incredible. So if any of you, I don't know if you're on Instagram or anything like that, but these pictures are the picture doesn't even do it justice. It's a
Mhm.
very, very famous grotto. It's a must see when you're in New Zealand, but people absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's the Hobbiton. All right. So we will have a full day tour in Rotorua the day after, September 4. This day is going to show you the highlights of the city, and it's going to take you to few important sites um, um, uh, that you should see. And then in the evening, we're going to have so we did all the nature experience, and then in the evening, we're going to do the culture experience in the Tapuya sites with an Maori experience. It's the dinner that they do in the Hangi Feast. Very, very special. You're going to see a show, they're going to dance, and you're going to enjoy that barbecue. Yeah, that's the one. Of course, I'm not going to read all of this. Tracy will give you the full itinerary that will have all the details. I recommend always take the Google and just punch it in and see, and then you know what to expect.
And I think the important
Um,
thing to note as well is with this itinerary, whenever you're visiting either New Zealand or any country for that matter, you want to actually be part of an immersive activity. It's not a matter of just sitting back and watching things
yeah.
at this. This is a very immersive event. It's really, really fun. The food is amazing, and you will learn so much about the Te Patu,
Mhm.
which is the Maori history in that. So it's absolutely incredible, and it is about very much giving back to the local community as well. So this is a big, big highlight for a lot of people when they come to this area, and they absolutely love it. So really, really, really good highlight for the trip.
Yeah, I just want to mention also that uh, just to make it clear that you guys gonna be taken care of most of the time. So you'll have the transfers, they will take you, they'll bring you back to the hotel. When it says there is a meal, it's gonna be included. And so I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that that's all included, which is wonderful. All right. So another thing that I really like in this itinerary is that there's a lot of the traveling is not by flying all the time, because you'll see in Australia is a bit different because driving will be harder because it's a bigger country. So here you're actually driving and you will be able to experience a lot of the nature along the way. And of course, because it's private and you need to stop, the guide and the driver will consult and then will stop in a right place for you guys for a break, for a meal, for bathroom break or whatever you need. So this is fantastic. On September 5th, we're going to do that ride from Rotorua to Dunedin. And then you will have 2 nights there. It's another gorgeous city, a lot of history around that city, and also very cool wildlife that you're going to experience all of that the day after on September 6th. You have a city tour, again, with all the main sites, all the iconic railway station and all iconic places that are famous. Then you will go to the Otago Peninsula to see the penguins, right? That
Mhm.
the little penguins there. It's really fascinating.
I think it's
And
important to note as well, having left the North Island to go to the South, it's almost like leaving a different country at times as
yeah,
well. You'll have
it's
had that
true.
experience of the Maori experience when you're in Rotorua, and then when you come to Dunedin,
Hmm.
again, the title says it there, it's known as the Scotland of the South. So even down to the architecture and that has that real Scottish and Irish influence in that
Amazing.
part of New Zealand. So it'll feel like you're in almost in two different countries.
Yeah, and that note, the south is a bit cooler and then the north. So just keep this in mind as well. Of course, you will bring a sweatshirt, a warm coat, and just in case. Yeah, and that's the Otago Peninsula. The yellow-eyed penguins are very famous and very cute. And of course, you will visit the Lernch Castle, which is
Larnac,
also Larnac Castle.
Larnac Castle, yes.
Castle. It's very famous as well, and you're gonna have some free time to wander around there. But you will have the guide with you as well that will tell you all about it. It's how long is it says here? Okay, yeah. So all the garden and the castle is the guide is gonna be with you the whole time, so that's good as well. And then on the 7th of September, you continue from Dunedin to Tianau. You're getting even more south and a bit colder, but it's also a very special place, and you will be there for one night. Um, throughout the travel, you will have a stop in few sites, so you will be able to experience that as well. And then we'll continue. We'll have Milford Sound, which is very, very famous as well for it.
Very.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the slide before? Thank you. And just to point out to everybody, the significance of going into the Fjordland is we're going to be doing Milford Sound
For one
overnight
night.
cruise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we're not just going to get on the boat and do a 2 or 3 hour tour through. We're going to be on it overnight and get up close to wildlife.
And it is very neat, Tracy, that you picked to do that because usually the majority of the group will do just the drive from Queenstown, which is a long drive. It's 3 hours each way, and it's like, but you picked that, and I was so happy you picked that because it's giving you the full experience, and you don't waste your time. You know what I mean? Like, so you just get the full experience, and this is very, very special.
Thank
I
you.
think it's
Yeah,
important
and
to note as well, you
dinners. Yeah.
you do have the option to kayak there as well. As I said, like there you will be based in Harrison Cove whenever you are cruising. So the options if you want to do kayaking or even just look at the gorgeous nature and all the rest. It's Tracy, it's lovely. Not everybody does the overnight in the
Mm.
cruise. So I think it's a really special thing to actually do because a lot of people feel rushed when they do Milford Sound because it is just a tour.
Exactly.
You're getting the full experience when you're there.
Yeah, it's amazing. And yeah, and dinner will be included on board as well, and breakfast, of course. And then after we are done, the day after, we'll get our pickup with the guide and driver and transfer to Queenstown. And Queenstown is gorgeous itself. You can see in the picture, but it's not even give it a justice. It's gorgeous city, very small around the lake. And you will be there for 3 nights. Tracy, if there's anything you want to add to me, please go ahead. Feel free. Feel free.
Yeah, and this in Queenstown, this was going to be our down day in the middle of everything because I know there's a lot of go, go, go. So this will be our down day to stretch. Erin, I know you love to shop, so this will be a good day to just kind of chill a little bit and enjoy writing your diary of what you've seen so far.
Yeah, and even if you pick to do something on your own, it's
Yeah.
such a cool place that you can just put your headphones and just walk around and enjoy the scenery, enjoy the people, enjoy what Queenstown is all about because yeah.
I think
And
that
then
just to add to that, Tracy, as well, a lot of the time people do book go, 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 and you sort of are only having a little taste of a destination. Here, the fact that you have 3 nights at the Millennium Queenstown is fantastic. Even just to people watch, even to have your own time to explore, it's absolutely amazing. And it's a fantastic city, a very, very unique place to visit. But it's great that you've got a base for a few nights because it is, you're covering an awful lot of ground I know it's a long trip, but it's in a short period of time as well. So it's super nice that you're not up and going the whole time.
yeah, and it's funny because I wanted to say in your free time you can do the gondola, but it's actually included in our trip, so I'm kind of happy about it because
Oh,
it
yeah.
is included. Yeah, Yeah, so we have on September 10th in Queenstown, we will have the Nomad Safari. We're gonna do Safari of the Scenes. It's kind of like a full wheel drive action. It's also where the Lord of the Ring was filmed. I think Tracy that you love that. That's why you picked those tours, right? That was
Yes.
one of the
Hmm.
reasons. Yeah. So it
Yes.
is very, very, it's pretty cool activity. It's nothing hard or it's nothing scary. And if you want a little bit more information in depth, I can ask the supplier to give us a little bit of what is it including exactly. And I mean, it's a four-wheel drive tour. It have the Lord of the Ring filming location, so you will be able to take some photos there, light refreshment, and all your transfers are included. Um, and then after that, we're going to take you to the Skyline Gondola, which is amazing because you get the whole city view from there. There is a great restaurant up there, so you'll have time to dine there if you like. I think there is like a more fancy one, and it's also there is like something like it's like more a cafe, so you can just pick what you prefer to do. And it's really, really good, fun experience. And then September 11, you'll have your full days leisure as we talked about. If you do have any idea of different activity you want to book ahead of time and want me to help you with that, please bring it up and I can help you with that for sure. Um, yeah, so where are we are now on the presentation, September 12th. Yes, so Queenstown, we're going to make our way to the Fox Glacier and we're going to stop in Wanaka in the middle. Again, it's all the glaciers, the scenery is very unique. And I would say it's a bit more of adventure, I would say. You get some stops, you will be able to take photos and the guide with you going to tell you all about that. You will arrive to the Glacier Fox for one night
And
and
we,
you
and Barrett, I'm sorry, and then in that area too, we're gonna be stopping in, Monroe Beach and see some of the penguins there, the Tawaki. Is it the Tawaki
okay,
penguins?
Otago, let me just see. I'm just reading the
Yeah.
whole yeah, the Hast Pass is very
Yeah,
very famous as well. Yeah, and then we're
Yeah.
the
gonna stop
Twaki
there.
and the Twaki penguins, they're known as the Fiordland crested penguins. They're unique to this
Yeah,
whole
here you go.
area. So it
Yeah.
is. I think it's one of the wow, like this isn't actually a 3 day journey that you're going through the glaciers. So again, it's completely in contrast to what you would have experienced in the North Island. Very, really, really scenic. If you've ever done even Alaska or anything like that, some of the scenery that you see there with the glaciers, it's absolutely incredible. So the nice thing again about this is the fact that it's a 3 day duration where you're going from one end to the other end, which is really, really lovely. But those penguins, apparently they're a little bit vicious. I don't know, but they're absolutely amazing.
Don't mess with
So
them.
yeah, don't mess with them, and don't they do say don't feed them or anything like that. So please don't. But that's where you need insurance, okay? In case they nip away at you. But absolutely
Yeah.
incredible to see some of those
I can't
native
promise you
animals.
that.
Oh, well, listen, I don't know about you. I've just come back from South Africa and the penguins there are vicious little things. So, yeah,
Yep,
but absolutely incredible.
yep.
I think you also have penguins in Australia. They're very cute. I love them. Okay, good. So yeah, so as we say, we're gonna stay there for one night. I think it's spectacular that at night, it's kind of like it's such a small place that you'll be able to go out and it's so special. The skies are just unbelievable and it's just really good experience. And then we can continue from there to Hokitika, but we're gonna have a few stops on the way. You can see on the bottom it says continue to Hokitika, and we're gonna stop at Punakaiki and Greymouth, and we're gonna stay there for one night. There is the Pancake Rock, which is very famous in Punakaiki, and this whole region is just all scenery and all na crazy nature.
It's also fun to notice you'll stop off at a Punamu, which is a factory where you're watching the carvers actually do the jewelry themselves. So you'll see there, and I didn't know this,
Shopping.
in Maori tradition, it's bad luck to buy a greenstone for yourself. So you may organize between you who's buying what, okay? Because you don't want to be messing with any of that Maori tradition. So yeah, you can there is shopping opportunities along the way as well. And but don't buy it yourself, okay? We don't want any bad karma or anything like that.
Good comment. All right, good. So after that, we're gonna continue and we're gonna make our way to Christchurch with a train, which is one of the most spectacular trains in the world, I would say, the Transalpine. And so you will be transferred to the train station, you will take the train, and when you arrive to Christchurch, they will take you to your hotel from there. But yeah, this is a very spectacular train journey. This one, I always book it to my clients, to my groups. I said, there's no way you're not going to experience if you're in that area. So definitely a must. And after we arrive into Christchurch, we're going to check into the hotel for one night and get ready for a farewell dinner. And we're going to do it in the local restaurant. So, of course, you will have a driver that will take you to the restaurant and back. Enjoy a farewell dinner and the last evening in Christchurch as well. It's a small city as well. You'll be able to walk a little bit if you want to stretch your legs a little bit and see the city. And then September 15th, you will be departing. So it's either to depart home or depart to Australia. And yeah, hopefully that everybody's gonna enjoy Australia too, because I have lots of what to say about Australia as well. So
And just to reiterate, this hotel again, I think all of the hotels that Tracy and Vera have picked are really, really well thought of. This hotel is right in the heart of everything. So you'll notice there, I'm sure everybody remembers the horrific earthquake that hit Christchurch back 15, 16 years ago now, I think it is. But 15 years ago, like it says here, it's a city of resilience and they've really, really rebuilt it. And people in Christchurch love nothing more than tourists coming now and giving back to the city. So it's a beautiful end to the New Zealand adventure. And as Vered mentioned, if you do have the time or the funds to be able to go on to
you know what I'm
Australia as well,
thinking?
it's
Actually, Jennifer, I think that we'll check with the supplier the timing for the train, and if we're arriving early enough, I will, if Tracy, if it sounds good, I will ask the driver to take a little tour quickly around the city
Yeah,
so you guys can see it a little bit because there's not a lot
absolutely.
of time. So we're gonna just work out with the schedule, and I will ask to just do that part on
yeah.
the way before check-in, so then you know you did that as well if you
Yep.
want. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's the end of
Jennifer.
the New Zealand adventure, isn't it?
Yeah.
And for
Yeah.
those who joined us late, we'll be doing a second webinar on the Australia side of it because it is such a large itinerary. That
And I'll
was
be,
kind of putting a glitch in
well,
our
that's,
presentation, so we're
yeah.
breaking it in half.
Well, I have to apologize because normally we would have the full thing. Our systems just completely glitched when we put
Yeah,
in a
because it's too.
22-day itinerary and it said, let's stick with New Zealand. So apologies for that because I know, Tracy, you probably told everybody that we're going to do the full thing. We would have if our system didn't decide to play act
Well,
earlier
they'll
on
all tell
today.
you, my favorite word is the F word,
Ah,
flexibility and fluidity. So they all know
Nice.
it.
love
I
it.
love this.
Yes,
But
so.
it is, honestly, it is a trip. Has anybody been down under to this part of the world before? No. Oh, listen, Glynis, you have. So you want to go back, do you? Oh, yeah.
She's a Penguin fan.
Oh,
Oh,
very
yay.
good.
So you're doing Australia for sure.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's a fabulous trip. It really, really is. Does anyone have
If
any
anybody
questions?
has any questions, you can take your mics off mute and feel free to ask the questions. This is the time to do it.
Yes, please do.
Erin, you're not going to see me in Canasta. Okay.
I can just say that usually after you book, we will need your passport information to give it to the supplier as well. And we will want to know if you have any dietary restrictions, if you have any special requests for the hotels, those things. We should know all of that because then we can accommodate we can try to accommodate everything we should so you guys going to be comfortable. If you have any problem with some too far of walking, this is something that I should know as well, and find every solution. Other than that, your passport needs to be valid for 6 months after the trip ends.
Mhm.
So make sure that it's going to be valid. I'm just thinking what else important to,
Yeah, just give us the info, share the
Yeah.
information with Tracy. I think that is
Yeah.
important. Stuff like even if anyone's celiac or anything special, or if you like something particular as well, give us as much information as possible that we provide
Oh, yeah.
to our partners on the ground. And I think we did say partners. We're actually, I forgot to say to you at the beginning, GoAway is, as I said, we're based in Canada, but our owners are, we're still a family-owned business. We've 700 plus employees now, but we're owned by the Hodge family. So Bruce Hodge, who still comes to the office 4 times a day, is 84 years young, and he's originally from Australia. So our partners on the ground or Australia are the same company. So we're very much a family, and that's the same in New Zealand as well. So when I say you're well looked after, you're very much well looked after. We had clients actually just this past weekend where unfortunately they were doing a pre-tour in Australia and a
It's my
post-tour in
client.
Australia, and they were taking a Royal Caribbean cruise to New Zealand. And guess what? 2 days before departure, Royal Caribbean cancelled a cruise. So this is where again
And
we
they
were
were on a
able to,
destination already.
yeah,
So
so this is where our people on the ground are able to make things happen and stuff like that. So yeah, just be well assured you're well looked after with Tracy looking after you and the team on the ground as well. It'll be an amazing trip.
Yeah.
I just want to mention about flights.
Yeah.
As soon as I know if we have 10 people going, then I can start giving you some group prices. I'm working very closely with Air New Zealand. They're amazing. They're
Mhm.
working with me personally. They answer me so quickly. They're very helpful. When we need something specifically, they're really, really good. Same as Qantas. Qantas are very good. So it all depends. The gateway we need. We basically need all 10 passengers to fly together. But if we need some connections, we can look into that and try to accommodate it. But I can check what comes at the best price. For a group, when we do a group booking with Air, we only need to put deposit of $100 per person for those airlines, which then you don't need to pay in full at the time of booking. You have enough time to save, enough time to put money aside and pay it 90 days before flying. So that's big benefit. Other benefit is if something happened to your flight, they will protect you as a group.
Mm.
They're not gonna split you. They're not gonna, oh, you were on it, you're not on it. Look, so um, it's very safe to travel like this. I know some of you might have air miles or you want to use it. You can check what your options, compare with what we are offering, and decide what you want to do. Okay, not a problem. And I can always help and suggest which flights will be the best for this itinerary as well. Yeah, Tracy, anything about the flights or
Well, with the flights, I'm going to be making some recommendations for those who haven't. Some are very excited and have already booked.
good, good.
Mark and Lisa were on it. I was still in Africa when they started booking already.
Oh,
Good, good.
So, yeah, I'm gonna be guiding everybody into the best possible solution to get us all, especially like you said, will get us there for transfers in the morning in Auckland. And the same flights, try to keep consistency in the flights. When everybody who's doing this so far is doing both on New Zealand and
Perfect.
Australia.
Yes.
So we'll just keep it very organized. Yeah, I think the other thing is more, I know as soon as you get off the phone, they're gonna say the weather. Well, the weather, we're gonna be,
Spring.
I mean, I
Yeah.
would imagine it's going um, into their summer
spring.
season, but not a true summer season. Correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so we'll definitely layers, like an onion,
Yep.
layers, but not hiking. We won't need hiking boots or, anything extreme.
Yeah, comfortable walking shoes. Leave the stilettos. I'm saying that to you, Mark. Mark, leave your stilettos at home for during the day, okay? But if you want to wear them at night, by all means. And Steve, I shouldn't leave Steve out as well. And I don't know your other gentleman's name, but yeah, good walking shoes. But yeah, Tracy, you're right. You don't need hiking boots or anything like that because nothing's going to be too strenuous. But layers is the best thing. Mother Nature is off her meds though, okay? Because sometimes you expect cooler weather and all of a sudden it is warmer, but layers are the best thing to do. And remember, there are shops as well. I always find shops wherever I am. So there are shops if I can tell Lisa does as well. But there's always shops available if you do need to buy anything. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, and it is comfortable to travel. It is very good time to travel in New Zealand. And if you put it in ChatGPT, you'll see it says it's gonna be so green, so beautiful, like the way it's gonna look. It's it's no other season can do that. So I think it's a good, yeah.
I'm just, yeah, Verid, it's just triggered something with regards to packing though, okay? What I will say is I know you're gone for a long time. Pack smart because normally with the even this depending on how large your group is and depending on how big the vehicle is, usually they will accommodate for one checked suitcase and one carry-on, okay? So again, pack smart. The hotels will have laundry service. Sometimes it does cost an arm and a leg, but you can't just pack smart. That's the best advice I can do. If you're going to be saying, well, no, I need to take two big suitcases, it's very important you let Tracy know that so
Yeah.
we can let our partners
Mhm.
know. We've had it
Yeah.
before where people have arrived with so much luggage and they're like, where am I going to put it all? So just bear that in mind, okay? So if it is necessary for you to have the two full suitcases, please let Tracy know so we can pre-warn our partners as well, because usually it'll be one checked suitcase. And even when I say carry on, it's not really the roll away, it's more of a backpack style thing. So just be aware of that, okay?
You know what
And
I can also do?
we will have
In
time in
Queenstown.
Queenstown
That,
also. We'll have 3 days to
yes,
be able to do laundry there too, because
that's
we'll be enough
Absolutely.
exactly what I
time.
wanted to say. And you
Yeah.
know what? I'm already shooting an email to my supplier and ask if they can find out for us in Queenstown where is the best place that you guys can do laundry, and then we can suggest that.
Yeah,
And then yeah, we can plan it around that. So
We'll wash in bulk.
there you
Like
go.
we have,
Oh, go ahead, Lisa.
we have some smaller flights. Is that a situation where we have a lower weight limit for our luggage?
If it's the Yeah, we'll let you know that, Lisa. Okay. Normally it's still the 23 kg, especially if we're doing our flights. But Tracy, whenever you're doing your flights, it's not like doing a safari in Africa where they're tiny planes and you're really restricted.
mhm.
It's not going to be like that. Usually it's still the 23 kgs, but it can be an issue then when you start trying to bring your second case and stuff like that. But I've got a feeling you guys are smart packers. I'm getting that vibe that, you know, um, one suitcase should be ample. And again, as Tracy made the valid point, Queenstown, you have the option to be able to do laundry and stuff like that. So
The the one domestic flight we're doing to Dunedin is will
Dunedin.
will that have a weight restriction too on the luggage?
I don't believe so, but we'll double check that for you,
Please,
Tracy. Yeah.
I
please.
think it's the standard because it's Air
The
New
23, I
Zealand.
believe it's
Yeah.
with Air New Zealand, so it is the
Good.
I'm
Yeah.
99.9% certain, but we'll double check it, okay?
Confirm it.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
And Air, just to reiterate, I don't know, Glynis, if you traveled Air New Zealand, they're in my opinion, one of the best airlines to travel with. Years ago, they were the
Yeah.
only ones that gave me real knives and forks, okay? It wasn't the plastic boys. And it's still, they came around a little
In
ice, and I was
economy.
in economy, yeah.
Nice.
Little ice cream with a real silver spoon. You know you've made it in life when you get a real spoon on an airplane, okay?
And if you're already talking about that, I just wanted to say the people in both countries.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my God. I cannot stop saying like yesterday I met Australian guy and I'm like, oh my God, you guys are the best people. I start giving him like he was kind of like, oh, because they are. I think they're very happy. They're very kind. They're nice. Not they don't have to, but they just like that. This is their culture. And same as the New Zealand people. I think Jennifer knows that a lot of people in Galway are or Australians or are from New Zealand as well. So from my experience, I think it's going to be a good overall, the food, the people, the
The
scenery, the
wine.
tours, the
Kathy will want
wine.
wine.
Yes, of course. How can I forget
Kathy
that?
needs her wine.
Yeah, you're
But
going to
wine
the
and
right
cheese, and again,
place.
the lamb, like you could say it,
There
people
she
don't
is.
necessarily
See, she heard
Hi,
wine.
Kathy, she heard wine and she woke up.
She's
Is it-
showing her one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. From a foodie perspective, the food in both countries is very different as well. But obviously, when you're going into New Zealand early springtime, it is the time to have that fresh lamb. If you're into lamb, there's so many food options. And then going into Australia as well. You listen, and if any of you are on a diet, don't be on a diet
Don't
when
be
you're
on
on
a
this
diet.
trip, okay? It's
No.
illegal to be on a diet when you're going down under. So forget
It's
about it,
also
okay?
everything also fresh, right?
Yeah.
Everything is
Yeah.
growing there, so it's fresh and it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're selling it to ourselves, Very.
Yeah,
This is
I
real
want to
for us,
go.
Tracy.
Can I go with them, Jennifer?
Come on with me. And we will have
Seriously.
a guide that will be with us the entire time as well.
Yeah. And they're brilliant. They may, and you know what? They make or break a trip. But as I said, they're our own family that are going to be guiding you. And the feedback, and it's so funny because people will come back and they'll be like, "We want to request Tommy or whoever it is, Billy or Tommy or whoever,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "Because he's the best." And I always laugh because it's always a different guide, you know, because they're all really, really good, and everyone's insistent. Well, we have to get that guide again, and I always laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be somebody else from another group who said he's the best. They are. They're absolutely amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Any questions, anybody? Steve? No?
Well, if you
Okay.
think of anything, let us know.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw me over a quick email, let me know what the questions are. And again, I'll get back to you on when our next webinar will be on the Australia side of it as well.
Yeah.
And for those who have not booked yet, we would love to have you come join
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it, love it, love
Yeah.
it, love it. So
Yeah, feel free
Perfect.
to ask questions. Later you can ask Tracy and she can share with me and I can do my best to answer. If you feel like you want to talk to me, let Tracy know. We can do a meeting together and talk. And I hope I'll see you all in Australia presentation as well.
Perfect.
all right.
Have a great evening, everyone.
Thanks,
Good.
guys.
Take care.
Have a
Thank
good
you so
night.
Bye.
much. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. See you
Bye.
soon.